What's going on with y'all, young Barty? Y'all know what's going on, and I got a college football. I'm gonna be putting y'all on game on how to be successful in college football, and really a lot of the tips I'm finna give y'all can use in all sports. But we got college football tomorrow, so I'm gonna try to get this video out tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's Friday right now, like around like 3-4 o'clock. Try to get this video out by like 8-9 at night, so y'all can use these tips heading into tomorrow games. The first thing I want to jump into, bro. The very first thing I want to jump into, right, is like betting against the public at times, right? I just want to give y'all an example. So the TCU versus North Carolina game was like one of the first games of the season. Now, if you realize North Carolina was at home, they was a home underdog, and TCU had the points by like -3. Now, this is week 1. Now, for the ones that's really in tune with college football, I know you remember last year's season opener, week 1 for TCU, they played against Colorado. Colorado upsetted them at home. And you know who's the head coach of Colorado? Deion Sanders. You know, this is a super hyped team. This season, North Carolina got Bill Belichick. For the ones that are not familiar, that's like the greatest coach of all time. He coached the Patriots, you know what I'm saying? Everything Brady done, Belichick. So I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, bro, last year TCU got upsetted by Colorado, Deion Sanders. I'm just like, it's no way in hell that TCU finna get upsetted again by Bill Belichick, another public bet that everyone gonna be on due to how well they think that Deion coach. So it's just little things like that, like just mental notes. Like, plus on top of that, bro, TCU is a better school. Like TCU is a way better school. They won by like 30-40 points. Like that game right there was obvious to see who was the better school. Like North Carolina came out striking, throwing the ball. They got a touchdown on the first drive. It looked like it really looked like TCU couldn't stop a nosebleed out there. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the game, the score was like 41-17, 41-14. It was a complete blowout. So those are just public lines. Like you got to know when to fade the public. College is the most public sport, and what I mean by that, like college is a sport where trends and what's popular is usually what's everyone on. Bro, just think about it like this, right? Because all of this shit work like a business, bro. Any business, like all businesses work the same. So look at it like this, right? Imagine if you was Vegas and your job as Vegas was to, how can we make the most money out of the public? Like, how can we make the most money out of people? These are the consumers, you're the producer. So as a producer, you have to come up with a way. You got to come up with some eye candy. You know what I'm saying? You got to give something that, you got to give the people something to bait on. Because their goal is for us to lose. Like, regardless, their goal is for us to lose. Like, if we win too much, if we was out there winning every day, they'd be out of business. You know what I'm saying? So they got to make us lose. And the way to make people lose is to give them something that they think is too easy. So if you was Vegas, what would you do to give the people something that looked too easy? That's why you got to fade the public, bro. Because their goal, like, if the public was winning every day, they wouldn't have no money. So it's like, it's really just simple as that. Like, as a producer, how do you feed the consumers? You know what I'm saying? How do you get money from the consumers? But you can't always take from the consumers. That's why it's like these big businesses, sometimes they're going to give you discounts. You grab this, you get 25% off. Grab this, you get buy one, get one free. So the public will win sometimes, but in the long run, the public will always lose, bro. And that's just any business, bro. That's how businesses make money. You know what I'm saying? They got to get the most money out of you, and they're going to give you something back to keep you coming. That's all it is. The public, they're going to give you some games to keep you coming back because they got to keep you coming back. That's how they make their money. So it's just simple as that. You got to figure out how to be a producer instead of a consumer in this game. Don't give them money. You want to win money with them. So you got to find out how to be on their side. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Like, you got to find out how to be on their side, bro. So whether that take you 5-10 minutes, an hour worth of research, you need to do the research to see what is making Vegas give this line and how could I be on Vegas' side. Another game I want to talk about, that's kind of like the TCU game, Ohio State versus Texas. Now, as you know, Ohio State won the Natty last year. Ohio State is the best defense in college football. They went against Texas, Arch Manning. Arch Manning, this is his first year. A lot of people was on Arch Manning just due to who his uncles is. His uncles is Eli Manning and Peyton Manning, 2 NFL great quarterbacks. Everybody's on Arch Manning. Everybody, Arch Manning get to start today. This is the best quarterback in college football. This is a generational talent. Bro, this is his first game going out there versus Ohio State. This is a experienced team, bro. This is the best defense. I'm saying this is his first game, bro. So I almost feel for the bait. Taking Arch Manning, but I switched my bet the last minute. Got on Ohio State. And it was easy money, bro. Like, this is why I say college is a public sport. Because, look, Bill Belichick lost. Arch Manning lost. All of the public lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of the public literally lost. Now, as the weeks come, there are going to be more public bets that's going to win. But literally all the publics that I know of lost. The next thing I want to get into when you bet in college football, bro, you gotta look at the competition that these teams are playing against. Don't just look at record, because this team could be 11-0 and play nobody, and this team could be 2-9 and then play every SEC team. Now, for the ones that's not familiar, SEC, Big Ten, like those are the most competitive divisions. You know what I'm saying? It's a few more, but SEC is like the main division. Like, this is where the best schools play. Georgia, Alabama. So just imagine a team like Vanderbilt that's going against Georgia, Alabama, these teams like Clemson and all these teams, bro. These great teams every week. You know what I'm saying? Of course they're going to lose. Of course their record is not going to be that good. Versus when they go play someone that's not in these divisions, that's playing against, like, you know what I'm saying? Vanderbilt might blow out a team like James Madison or whatever school it is. They might blow out a team like that due to their battle test. You know what I'm saying? They done played against the best of the best. So when they go play some weaker competition, they can win these type of games. And the weaker competition might got a way better record. So you have to look at the competition on the schedule. You got to see how tough the schedule is, bro. Don't just go off of win-loss. You know what I'm saying? Go see who these schools are playing, because that can determine a lot. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of my, that's one of my best tips I can give you, bro. Make sure you know who these schools are playing. Don't just fade these schools because of what their record is. Be careful when you bet in these top schools like Alabama and Georgia to cover these 40, 50, 60-point spreads, because the teams like Penn State, Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State, anytime they play some teams that's not good, they're going to be on a high 30 to 60-point spread. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, the good teams be too, overvalued. It be too much value on these good teams. Like, bro, they be overpriced. That's what I mean. These good teams be overpriced. Like, just to take a good team, you got to get on the -40, -50. So it's best to wait until good teams play each other. Then you can get on these teams, because the lines will be a lot lower. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying that the blowouts don't happen, but it almost be like, bro, the line be so, overvalued that if a team even score a touchdown on these teams like Alabama, Georgia, they down there not even going to cover. Like, literally, it's like you're counting on them to lead these people on 0 or maybe a field goal. So it just be like, I try to stay away from those games. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, it is going to be times where it hit. But me personally, I choose to stay away, because it's damn near like starting down 50. Like, if I take a 55-point spread, I'm down 55 points. Like, I got to count on Alabama to go out there and score 60 points straight without even getting up a field goal. And anything can happen in college football. So it's just like, I try to stay away from them lines that's just too overpriced. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to try to find something that's reasonable, bro. Like, that's just me, though. You know what I'm saying? But if you like betting on that, go ahead. But this is just my tips and my free game to y'all to just stay away from it. You know what I'm saying? Try to find a better game. This kind of goes into the schedule competition. Pay attention to the transfers also, because these transfers, they come from different schools. They be playing in different conferences. So just say, for example, like Carson Beck was Georgia quarterback. A lot of people didn't like Carson Beck, you know what I'm saying? But he just went to Miami and had a good game and won the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you got to watch out for things like this, because Carson Beck, him being in Miami, he's going to be playing against weaker competition than versus when he was playing in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, Carson Beck might come out here and damn near might be a fucking MVP candidate. Not MVP, but a Heisman. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look out for things like this, bro, because Miami was the underdog, and they just went out there and won that game, bro. So make sure you pay attention to player transfer, because at the start of the season, you got a lot of people that went to the transfer portal. You got a lot of new players coming up that's seniors, that's juniors now. So you got to look out for this, bro. And it also help you, bro. It also help you to kind of learn these things, because these players are going to be in the NFL one day. It can help you in the future. You know what I'm saying? When you betting on NFL, is like you kind of already know these players that's transitioning. You know their tendencies, you know their play style. So it's good to try to pay attention to these things. Pro tip, make sure y'all watching these games, bro, because if you're not watching these games, you don't know what's going on. Stats don't tell everything, bro. Stats do not tell everything. A player can go throw 2-3 picks, and you don't even know how he threw these 2 picks. It might not even been on him. You know what I'm saying? You might think this quarterback ain't good, and the whole time his wide receivers is just not communicating well. So watch the games, bro, because when you watch the games, you learn. You learn about how they call plays. You learn their tendencies. You learn they like to run it, throw it. You learn what the quarterback like to do. You just learn more things about the game, bro. You learn the players, and you learn more things about the game. You learn more things about the teams, bro. So next time these teams is playing, you kind of got an idea of their tendencies and what they like to do. When you don't watch the game, bro, you don't know anything. All you know is who won and who lost. You don't learn nothing from that. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you get to a level to where you just one of the best at this, then you could probably do that. But learn the game, watch the game, because it's going to help you. You know what I'm saying? And I recommend that everybody find 5 teams and get very familiar with those 5 teams. Learn those 5 teams like the back of your hand, bro. Because if you can learn 5 teams in every sport, you will pretty much always have a team to bet on every day. Because for the most part, most of the teams are going to be playing. If one team don't play, the other team will. So try to learn like 5 teams like the back of your hand and really master these teams, because this can really help you. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to learn 30, 40, 60 college teams, you can go learn 5 teams and really master those teams, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty ways to sport bet, bro. You don't gotta it's plenty ways to sports bet. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta stick with one way. You don't gotta keep one algorithm of sports betting, bro. There's plenty ways, bro. Find what works for you, bro. If you don't like betting on all these different teams and learning all these different players and different teams, then go learn 5, 6 teams that you can stick with and be consistent with those teams, bro. Find what works for you. You know what I'm saying? Find you a meta and stick with it. College football is also scheduled out perfectly. You got games starting from 12 in the morning, if you on Eastern time, all the way to like 11 o'clock at night, bro. So the games are spaced out for you. So you don't have no reason to overlap and try to parlay. You don't have no reason to be betting on 3 games at one time. You know what I'm saying? One game at a time, because you don't want to over bankroll bet. Like, say, for example, if you got $500 on a college game, you don't want to go hop on another game at 12:30 and put $500 on that when you trying to manage your bankroll, because just imagine if both of these games lose, now you down $1,000. Or just imagine, like, college football is very offensive, bro. So make sure that the game is over before you try to go place a bet knowing you on bankroll management, because you don't want to go place a bet on the 12 o'clock game, they up 21-0, so you think it's over with. You go hop on another game, and then now this team that came back in the 4th quarter is tied up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about bankroll management. So for the ones that's bankroll management, be more careful, be more safe when you placing bets. Don't just go jump on bets. Like, never be on too many bets, bro, because I done seen that shit go bad for people, bro. You can fuck your whole bankroll up being on too many bets. So just try to stick with one bet at a time. College is spaced out perfectly for you. You got a 12 o'clock game, you got 2 o'clock games. If you miss 2, you can catch 3. You got 5 o'clock games, 7 o'clock games. It's spaced out perfectly, so you don't have no reason to overlap and be on multiple games at one time, bro. One game at a time. Just go for all sports. I want y'all to take advantage of y'all hot streaks. When y'all hot, bro, take advantage. Like, when the wind's coming in, bro, when you feeling it, like, you know, when you just feeling it, like, you feel like you can't lose, take advantage of them hot streaks, bro. Go big, because those are the times that change your opportunity, bro. Like, you ever thought, like, damn, bro, on this 10-game win streak, if I would have just bet my units a little higher, I'd be up 20, 30,000 right now. So take advantage of your hot streaks, bro, because cold streaks is always going to come. So when you hot, you got to appreciate them times. So when you do get cold, you know, you got a lot of money to play with, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of money to play with until you get back hot. Like, sometimes in betting, sometimes you're going to be cold, sometimes you're going to lose one, win one, but it's just preparing you for your win streak, bro. Sometimes you got to lose before the win streak. Like, you going to go down. I go down units sometimes before my win streaks, and then I always get back hot, you know what I'm saying? So that's why you want to go big. So it's like you got the bankroll to be able to do that, just in case you got to go down for a couple days. Just know, you know what I'm saying? If you good at something, if you stay consistent, bro, all the money gonna come right back to you, bro. It's times I done lost thousands of dollars and I got right back on my feet, bro. It's all about just staying consistent with this shit, taking advantage of your win streaks, going big when you know, going big when you feeling it. When you can look at a game like, that's money. Take advantage of that, bro. This is your time to win. Go on your win streak, run up the money, and don't do nothing stupid with it. You know what I'm saying? Stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? And when it's time to pull out, pull out. You know what I'm saying? Set goals for yourself. Like, if you want 5,000 in your bank account before you cash out your 5,000, maybe start back up with 500, 600, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Set goals, bro. Be smart about this sportsman shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't just jump into it. You know what I'm saying? Like come in with a game plan. You know what I'm saying? Use your notes. Use your notes on your iPhone, bro. Use all that, bro. Like, make all this shit worthy. But that's pretty much it for this video. I don't want to make this video too long. I appreciate y'all boys for fucking with me. That's just some quick little college tips, you know what I'm saying, y'all can use for tomorrow. Tips in general you can use, you know what I'm saying, throughout this whole sports bank career. Like, you know what I'm saying, I just want y'all to keep going, stay consistent. I appreciate y'all. And shit, let me know how this video coming for y'all. Let me know if these tips work. I want y'all to use these tips to the best of y'all ability. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all Cardi, I'm gone, man.